Welcome back to another video, guys. Today is gonna be something a little bit different, still the car stuff, but I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, I'm not making it super fast. I'm not putting a turbo on anything. We're gonna just fix a car for my little sister, but it's gonna be a lot of work. All right, so this is the car in question. This is a 2007 Honda Accord EXL. So it is the V6 with the nice leather interior, the highest model besides the hybrid. And we're having some issues with it. So I'm gonna say probably 2 months ago, I replaced the timing belt with an OEM. I definitely got scammed. OEM timing belt. We had it running for, I want to say like 2 days, and then the belt just broke. So I was super upset about that. Never got my money back for the belt on eBay. Learned my lesson there. Okay, so I went ahead and got the new timing belt, put that on there, and it runs, but then it was having a misfire on cylinder 5. Right, so one of the valves got bent, even though the timing belt just broke when it was idling, so super unfortunate about that. But about a month ago, the misfire got a lot worse, and let me show you why. This is what happened to the motor. There wasn't really a good way to show you before I pulled it out, so the timing's gonna be kind of weird with the video, but as you can see, the valve that dropped, got squished a bunch on the head and ruined this piston. Even the sidewall has some nicks on it. So I don't know if this motor is going to be savable. I kind of doubt it, unless like obviously overbore it, put sleeves in it, something like that. But yeah. Hey guys, we were at the junkyard. We just pulled a J30 for my sister's car. Hour and a half. It was half pulled when we got here, but you can see the trans right there. They're getting ready to go ahead and throw it in this wheelbarrow right now. We also got a door for my hatch, but yeah. All right, so we got the motor home. I've been slowly pulling it apart, checking some stuff. This is the wiring harness that I just pulled off of it. We pulled the timing belt as well, and this had a failed tensioner, so fingers crossed it may have skipped timing, but hopefully the valves didn't kiss the pistons. There's a bunch of parts. All the spark plugs look fine. None of them look like unusual, like if one had a dead spot or something like that. But I have to go ahead and pull this motor still. I also have a box with new gaskets in it that I'm gonna throw whatever I have onto this, so like valve cover gaskets and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll show you guys what that looks like after I'm done. Here's where I'm at with the Accord so far. I got the motor pulled out. This was absolutely terrible. It took forever. This motor was never designed to come out of the top. You see, I had to completely remove the mount off the rail, and we had to tilt it and do some really funky stuff to even get it out. I now have been taking parts off. Like, I put a new timing belt, and there's a new water pump, and all the new stuff that I put on this motor, I'm gonna go ahead and put on that motor, just longevity wise. And that motor definitely had like a stock belt that was all cracked. So we're gonna change all that stuff. I got some new gaskets and such. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at so far. I am dreading pulling this transmission off. I have to set it down because the chain is connected to the engine and the trans, so that's gonna suck. But that's pretty much it. I have to undo the torque converter and stuff like that, some bell housing bolts. The wiring harness is almost out. I just have to take the intake manifold plenum off. But yeah. All right, so this is the old motor. This is the new motor. I've been transferring parts for a while now. All the timing components are on there. I went and got a new tensioner because the other one failed. And this one, I reset it and it started leaking. So I was like, oh, definitely I'm gonna just go get a new one. So I got a new one for that. Right now I am bolting down this plenum, and then I'm gonna put the cover on it, and that should be it for the motor. I have to reconnect the wiring harness on this side, but I'm going to fork the trans first, which it should be pretty easy because it's an automatic. So I'm hoping what it just weighs a lot, so it sucks to pick up, and fingers crossed it just goes smooth. I think that's all I'm trying to say here. But I'm gonna go ahead, finish getting this all done. I'll fork the trans and I'll show you guys what it looks like right before I drop it in. Here's where we're at so far. You guys may be thinking, hey, it's almost done. The motor's in the car. I guess I made a huge mistake, and the flywheel, not the flywheel, the flex plate, so fake flywheel, is different between the 2005 Honda Accord and the 2007 Honda Accord. Super weird, but I guess they had to make some revisions to the transmission so it could hold more power, or just be more reliable actually. So they use a slightly bigger flex plate, which is absolutely terrible, but it's not for nothing, because I went to put oil in this thing and I went to go torque down the drain plug, and somebody stripped out the drain plug. So I have to replace the oil pan, which usually entails dropping the subframe on these cars. I think there's a way to do it where you just drop it a little bit, but it's a huge pain. The subframe is ridiculously heavy. That's why I didn't put it through the bottom anyway, because I'd much rather struggle getting it out the top than trying to drop the subframe. I just don't have the tooling really. But yeah, so I'm kind of bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. I got some new mounts and stuff, which are pretty cool, but I'm excited that those lined up nicely. So I gotta undo all of that. Luckily, I didn't really connect too much. I got the vacuum lines connected so it wouldn't run weird. But I was gonna try to start it and make sure this motor was good before I finished everything. So I put oil in it and I was about to put transmission fluid in it. And while my friend was taking out the plug to fill it up, we noticed the flex plate wasn't being able to bolt up. So that sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, undo the mounts again, pull this motor. While it's hanging, I'm going to pull the oil pan off. The other oil pan is right there, so we're gonna put that one on. This motor, I will hopefully tilt it before the video is over and show you guys what the damage looks like from the valve hitting the piston. It's not as bad as I thought. I mean, the cylinder wall definitely could use some work, I'm not gonna lie. But, oh yeah, and the piston's trash, so is the head. But I think it's a savable block, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do all that. Update you guys probably when the motor is back in. I don't want to do a lot of back and forth stuff. It's kind of boring, to be honest. So I'm gonna do all that work, and then I'll show you guys when it's back in the car. It is now the next day. We pulled the motor out, changed the flex plate. Here's the old motor. There's a small flex plate. It's all hooked up. We just did the test start and it fired right up, so I'm super excited about that. We gotta go ahead and put the belt on, radiator, coolant, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's getting really close. All right, guys, it is currently like 1:20 something in the morning. I just got it finished. We just took it on our first drive. I didn't record anything. I'm just so excited to have it out of the garage. If you guys didn't know, actually there's no way that you guys would have ever known unless, obviously, if you know me in person. But this was like my first actual daily, and then I sold it to my little sister. I never had any issues with it, like ever, right? I sell it to her, all these little stupid things start happening. The downfall of the car. But now, dude, I can feel it. It's like going up, right? Anyway, if we come in here, let's see this real fast. Let me grab this key. You guys a little startup. Fuel pump prime. Oh my gosh. Let's pop this hood for you real quick. Check it out. It runs. There's no valve lash that needs to be done. It sounds great. I'm super stoked. There's no exhaust leaks. It's not leaking anything to my knowledge. I still have to jack it up and check and make sure everything's good. Shifts fine. Accelerates perfect. Everything was just how it should be from the factory. But yeah, maybe we'll get some clips in the morning. But yeah. That is gonna do it for this video, guys. if you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I do way cooler stuff than this. This was kind of a more boring video in my opinion. But yeah.